All right, let's get right into it. Look, I absolutely love Claude Code. Anthropic's Opus model, it's a beast. Probably one of the best coding assistants out there, period. But, and it's a big but, it is insanely expensive.
Okay, before we even get into the secret sauce, do me a quick favor, smash that subscribe button. Trust me, you are not going to want to miss what's coming up. Let's do this.
Yeah, you see that right. $200 a month. And we're not talking about a small subscription here. If you're a developer who's actually using this thing day in and day out, you could easily be looking at a $200 bill every single month just to get some help writing code. It's insane.
But what if I told you you could get like 90% of that same power? I'm talking the terminal agent, the file editing, all the good stuff, for exactly zero. Zilch, nada, no API keys, no more worrying about how many tokens you're burning, and maybe most importantly, none of your data ever leaves your machine. That's right. Today, we're taking this whole thing local.
All right, Section 1, the $200 per month problem. So let's really dig into this, because it's so much more than just a number on your credit card bill. Yeah, I call it token anxiety. You know that feeling? Every single time you run a command, a little voice in the back of your head's going, cha-ching, how much did that just cost me? And on top of that, you're sending every single line of your private proprietary code up to some third-party server. For a lot of people and a lot of companies, that's just a complete non-starter. Okay, so this really brings us to a huge choice we have to make. Are we going to stick with Anthropic's cloud, or are we going to take back control and run this thing on our own turf, on our own machine? Let's break down how these two stack up. Okay, so take a look at this. This is where it gets really interesting, because it's all about the trade-offs, right? With Anthropic's cloud, yeah, you're paying that premium, but you get their fancy infrastructure and models. But look over here. When we go local with a tool called Ollama, the cost, poof, it's gone, zero. And your data, it stays 100% private right there on your computer. Now, there is a catch. The big one is that it's all running on your hardware. But the upside to that is you get total flexibility to use pretty much any open source model you can dream of. And that right there, that's the big asterisk. This whole setup depends on one crucial thing: your computer's horsepower. If you want this to be fast and snappy, you're going to need a machine with some serious RAM and a good processor to back it up. I guess you could say that's the price of freedom, right? All right, you ready to actually build this thing? Let's get our toolkit together. It's actually a pretty simple three-step process to build your very own, totally free Claude Code Killer. Step 1, we're going to install Ollama. Think of this as the engine that's going to run everything. Step 2, we'll download a powerful open source model. And trust me, there are some amazing ones to choose from. And finally, Step 3, we'll install the official Claude Code command line tool. So why Ollama? Simple. It is by far the easiest and most straightforward way to get these massive, powerful models running locally on your own machine. It keeps all your data safe, it's easy to manage. Honestly, it's the absolute core of this entire setup. Okay, now for my favorite part, the secret sauce. This is the little hack, the clever trick that makes this whole thing possible. It's all about tricking the Claude tool and telling it where to look.
So the first piece of this puzzle is an environment variable called Anthropic base URL. Normally, this points to Anthropic's expensive servers, but what we're going to do is change it. We're going to point it directly to our own local Ollama server, which is running right here on our machine. It's like we're hijacking the traffic and redirecting it to our house instead of theirs.
But you're probably thinking, wait, doesn't it need an API key? And you're right, it does. But here's the best part of the hack. For the Anthropic_API key, you can set it to, well, literally anything. Just type in some random gibberish. It's just a dummy key. The tool just needs something to be there. It doesn't actually check if it's a real paid key. It's so simple, it's brilliant. Okay, the toolkit is ready. Our little hack is in place. It's time for the main event. Let's see this thing in action and execute a local build. This is the moment of truth. So, check out this command. We're typing Claude, just like normal, but here's the key. We add the -model flag, and we tell it to use the open source model we downloaded earlier with Ollama. After that, it's business as usual. We just give it our prompt, create a Hello World Next.js app. And boom, just like that, it's off to the races. Our local model is crunching the numbers, processing that request right now. And just remember, the speed you're seeing here, that's all down to your own hardware. The more powerful your machine, the faster this goes. Ooh, look at that. It's thinking, and now it's asking for confirmation before it makes changes. That is a very good sign. And there it goes. Look at that. It's spinning up the package.json, the tsconfig.json.
Wow, it's even setting up the entire Next.js pages router and figuring out all the dependencies it needs to install. It is literally building a whole application from scratch, right here in the terminal.
And success. Just like that, a fully functional Next.js app. And the best part? It was built 100% on our local machine. Not a single byte of data went to the cloud, and we didn't pay a single cent. This is exactly what we set out to do.
So, what does all this mean? This is way more than just a clever trick. What you're looking at is a sneak peek of the future. A future that is going to be absolutely dominated by powerful, open-source AI.
So let's just recap the huge wins here. We've got a near Claude-level experience for $0. We have 100% data privacy because everything stays local. We have total control over what models we use on our own machine. This is, without a doubt, a total game changer for developers.
You can mark my words on this one. 2026 is going to be the year that open source models truly take over. They are catching up so fast, it's unbelievable. Learning how to use these tools right now is going to give you a massive, massive advantage. Seriously, the sooner you jump on this, the better.
And so that really just leaves one last question. You now have the keys to a world-class AI coding assistant. It's running for free on your own machine, and it's completely under your control. So the only